kitchen.
Drizzle, sizzle, roast and toast.
Kids in the kitchen.
Slice and dice, mix and fix.
Kids are in the kitchen, cooking something yummy.
We bought this property about almost 11 years ago now, with the dream of growing as much of our own food as we could, and that included a house cow, so it didn't take long to get our lovely cow Blossom. And yeah, she had so much milk that we couldn't drink it all ourselves, so we just started sharing it with friends. And before we knew it, word got out that there was beautiful real milk available, Jersey milk that had lots of cream. And so yes, it soon became necessary to buy another 2 cows and to buy a little midget milking machine, because I was milking the house cow by hand. At that time we were allowed to sell raw milk as cosmetic milk, and so that's what we were doing, and every bottle had to be labelled for cosmetic use. And it grew from 3 cows up to 12 cows before long, and we had to remodel the whole dairy and do all the improvements and get to this point of having a manufacturing license. And yeah, we've got this amazing little micro dairy that's producing this lovely high quality Jersey milk that's being enjoyed by not only us but lots of people in our local community. So milk that gets processed in the large processing units usually has a lot of different things that happen to it. You know, there's standardisation, pasteurisation, homogenisation, and you know, there's a number of other things too, and a lot of milk gets freeze-dried. What I really love and what I really wanted for myself and for my family was to have real milk, and so I could actually have the cow on the pasture that I wanted her to be eating, that was fertilised in the way that I like it to be done, which is all totally natural. We're a biodynamic farm here, and to have a product that comes from that in a particular area, it's like over in Europe, you know, there's a wonderful culture in the dairy industry over there where you've got many small farms and a lovely culture of particular farms producing particular types of milk and particular types of dairy products, cheeses, and yes, so many wonderful, wonderful foods that can be made from milk. And each particular product is special to its particular region, and over there they have milk that is what's known as farmhouse, which is milk that comes, and dairy products that come from just one single farm in a particular area. Then you've got artisan milk, which can be a few farms in a particular region that get combined together to make the products. We didn't have much of that in Australia for many years. Most farmers supplied the big factories, and all the milk was just pulled together. So what's happening now is a little bit more of that awareness of wanting to get milk from a single source, from a particular region, and so you can really enjoy the qualities of that region puts into the milk. Okay, so now the actual milking of the cows is finished. We're now in the manufacturing room, and the milk's been pumped through the pipes and over into the vat here, which is a 100 litre batch pasteurising unit. So the milk is now being brought up to 63 degrees, and it has to be held there for half an hour. That's the minimum temperature for legal pasteurisation of milk. So what we're doing here at Little Yarra Dairy is trying to absolutely minimise the processing of the milk so that it's had as little done to it as possible. What we designed in our purpose-built manufacturing room and farm shop is the double-sided drawers. So when people bring their empty bottles back, they put them in their drawer, which is their day of the week. Each drawer is labelled a particular day of the week. And so then from this side in the manufacturing room, I can also pull the drawers out and just fill the bottles. So yeah, and then I push it back through again and go through to the farm shop and actually transfer the milk from the drawers straight into the fridge. Yeah, I mean that's a bit of a big story with what happened with the raw milk situation last year, and we actually couldn't sell milk for about 15 months. We weren't able to sell milk, so that set us back enormously, and we're now in a recovery stage from that. But when you can sell your milk directly to the consumers, and you make the full profit of the milk, it's viable to actually have a small micro dairy like this. So basically, you know, I can sell a litre of milk for $4 a litre, whereas larger farms selling to a processor, you know, get a tenth of that if they're lucky. And at the moment, it's even worse, of course, with the dairy crisis going on. So we're very fortunate to have a wonderful local community around us and a high density population around us, that people live close enough to come and buy direct from the farm shop. So we don't have to distribute our milk anywhere. Everything we make here is sold from the fridge on the farm.
And before the show, I was privileged to be able to catch up with international celebrity chef Gabriel Gattei at Toscano's in Kew. He'll be joining us throughout the season with wonderful tips on how to select fresh fruit and veggie for his special recipes.
The mango, this is one of the most extraordinary fruit in the world. It is actually my very, very favorite fruit, especially when it is ripe. When you choose a mango, it must not be too hard. If it's too hard, it's not ripe. It must be soft. A little bit of color is always a good sign. And of course, it smells very good, very sweet. I have got a dish that is very simple to prepare. It's an exotic fruit salad. It's called mango tango. What I do is that with a knife, I peel the mango, I cut the flesh into very thin slivers and mix it with other fruits of the season of your choice. The recipe is delicious and it's very easy to prepare.